Observe the driver. Her hands are locked at 10 and 2. Her speed is unwavering. Every movement suggests total control. We assume that the person holding the wheel is the ultimate authority on the truth of the system. We give the expert the final word on what is actually happening. But proficiency creates a specific type of silence. As your operational fluency increases, your ability to actively listen to the environment around you decreases. There it is. The driver doesn't flinch. Her ears are working, but her brain is actively deleting the frequency to protect her focus. Her biology has prioritized the mission of driving over the detection of anomalies. Her younger brother is in the passenger seat, staring blankly at the dashboard. He isn't responsible for the vehicle. He isn't navigating traffic. He is just there. This highlights the cognitive cost of mastery. By focusing so intensely on the drive, she has unintentionally restricted her perspective to only the data she thinks she needs to stay on the road. To understand why the driver is deaf to the noise, we have to look at the dual cognitive systems identified by Daniel Kahneman. System 1 is fast, intuitive, and automatic. It identifies a pattern, acts, and immediately discards the rest of the incoming data to maintain speed. System 2 is the slow, analytical counterpart. It processes the complex anomalies that the faster system simply ignores. Having spent years behind the wheel, the driver is locked into System 1. She's reached a state of mental autopilot where everything feels perfectly seamless. Her brain has recategorized the frequency of that structural friction, the squeak, as background noise. To her, the cabin sounds perfectly silent. Efficiency comes with a specific cost. Optimizing a process to run smoothly means losing the sensitivity to detect when things start to go wrong. The brother, however, has no process to execute. Because he isn't managing the vehicle, he defaults to the slow observation of System 2. This allows him to reach the first stage of perception, awareness. The raw noise of the squeak arrives at his brain without being filtered out. Awareness then leads to recognition. This is the moment the brain converts raw noise into a distinct signal. He hears the sound and identifies it as a specific vibration behind the glove box. The brother successfully climbs this mental ladder, while the driver fails at the very first step. She cannot process what she hasn't even noticed. You cannot fix a problem you haven't recognized, and you cannot recognize a structural failure that hasn't even entered your awareness. The squeak persists whether it is acknowledged or not. Physical friction remains a fact, regardless of the driver's focus. This friction was there before the car was purchased and before the test drive. It continues to exist in this exact moment, ticking away in the dashboard. To hear what you are currently missing, you must break the momentum of your own efficiency. You have to step out of the rhythm of execution and force yourself back into situational awareness. Listening for the friction is the only way to recognize hidden obstacles before they become failures, and to spot opportunities that others are too efficient to see. The car continues steadily toward the horizon, maintaining its form. But the unresolved tension remains in the cabin, a persistent signal waiting to be heard. Mastery involves the ability to manage the system while simultaneously cultivating the awareness to recognize when the noise has become the most important signal in the car.